Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin and for today's video I'm going to be bringing you my, what month is it? May book haul. I know I said I was going to do these bi-monthly, but I got too many books this month for it to be bi-monthly. Every time I feel sad I go buy books, and I was really feeling sad a lot this month. I need to find a different coping mechanism. Retail therapy is not going well. Anyway, these are actually all in order of how I purchased them. Who's proud of me? No one probably cares. But yeah, let's get started. The first book that I bought, you guys have already seen plenty on my channel, and that is Finale by Stephanie Garber. It's the third book, the conclusion to the Caraval trilogy. I absolutely love this series. Haven't finished this, obviously, but yeah, I picked this up. Super excited to read it. I can't really tell you what it's about because it's the third book, but the first book is about this girl named Scarlett and this magical, like, I don't know how to describe it, festival, I guess, that you have to be invited to in order to attend, and she does as one last like fleeting rebellion before she is married off to a man she doesn't even know. That is a very brief synopsis because I kind of went into it blindly, and I think that's the way to go. I enjoyed it so much that way, but if you want a more detailed summary, I'll try and link all of these books, Goodreads links, down below. That's gonna be a lot. Okay. The next book that I bought was Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I didn't really know this book was a thing until I saw everyone's Insta stories of them getting arcs of it, and it just sounded like something that I would thoroughly enjoy. This is a science fiction book about this guy who gets his crew after he graduates from space school, I think, and one of the people in his crew is a girl that he randomly found and nobody knows where she came from, and it sounds so good. I don't generally read sci-fi, so this is gonna be interesting, but it sounds really good. I'm giving very horrible synopses today. I'm really sorry. The next book I know very little about, and I knew stuff about the other two, so this synopsis is going to be horrible, but it's We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. This, first of all, cover is stunning. I'm obsessed with it. It also looks beautiful when it's off, and it's textured, and it's beautiful. This is kind of a Mulan retelling from what I remember, but that's it. It's high fantasy, and that's really all I needed to know in order to purchase it, obviously, because I did. I did read the synopsis and I was like, ooh, yes, that sounds good. I've forgotten it. So when I read it, it'll be hopefully another pleasant surprise. Then I actually got a thriller, and I have read this one, but I'm just going to give you the synopsis that's on the back because I don't want to spoil anything. But it's Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart. You have to go into E. Lockhart's books very blind because there's no way to describe them. But this is a mystery told backwards, and it's super interesting. I read this... Really? You need to play your music that loud? It's hurting my ears. Drive away already. Holy crap. Anyway, that car has got to go. Now. It's not gonna leave anytime soon. This is a mystery told backwards. It's a very easy read. I feel like both of her books are. This is about a girl who's posing as her best friend, and nobody knows where her best friend went. Or why she's doing it, and so, like I said, mystery told backwards. It's very, very good. I have some more thoughts about this, but they're kind of spoilery, so I don't want to give it away, and I'll just save it for my wrap up. Then I got a lot of contemporary. So the first one I got was If I'm Being Honest by Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. This is a loose retelling of The Taming of the Shrew. They also wrote Always Never Yours, which I want to pick up once I'm done with this one. This is about a girl named Cameron Bright, and everyone just calls her a bitch, and nobody likes her. She's super mean, and one day she is in front of her crush, and he witnesses her cruelty and decides, you know what, no, I don't like you either. I'm with the rest of the school, pretty much. You're a horrible person. And so in effort to win him back, she decides to make amends to everyone that she has ever wronged, starting with the boy that she made fun of in sixth grade named Brendan, but everyone calls him BB, Barfy Brendan, because he threw up. And it's not going so well for her. So she really has to try, and this book is pretty cute. I have some issues with it, but most of them are not like this book specifically. It's just like a pet peeve. But yeah, it's very good. I'm currently reading it. It's a good book. Do I know how to film booktube videos anymore? Another book that I don't have with me physically is a poetry book, and it is because I am lending it out, but it's Apologies That Never Came by Pierre-Alex Gentil. He wrote Her Volume 1 and Her Volume 2, my favorite poetry collection. It's very, very good. I highly recommend those. It's very short. Sorry, I got a phone call. Apologies That Never Came by Pierre-Alex Gentil. It's a very short poetry collection. I haven't finished it. I only got through a few of them, but it's like 80 pages. So if you're looking for a quick read, there you go. Next, I got an adult contemporary, and that is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. First of all, this is just a great floppy paperback. This is about a girl whose twin sister is getting married, and she is the maid of honor, and she is not a big fan of the best man. Holy crap, I can't talk today. She's not the biggest fan of the best man. In fact, she actually hates him. They hate each other, and everyone at the reception gets food poisoning except for her and the best man. And so just so that the honeymoon isn't wasted, her sister sends those two on the honeymoon together, and it's a hate to lovers trope, I'm assuming, since they hate each other and it's an adult contemporary. It just sounds really, really funny and really, really cute, like a good vacation vibe. So hopefully I will read this summer. It sounds really adorable. I haven't read any of Christina Lauren's other books, but I own quite a few of them, as you will see. Next, I have 2 more mystery thrillers. What is going on with me? I have The Lovely and the Lost by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is about a girl who was found in the mountains by this woman who trains rescue dogs, and she takes this girl in and kind of adopts her, and so they train rescue dogs together. The number one reason that I bought this book, if we're being completely honest. And they find this little boy in the woods like years after she's been adopted, and so they're just kind of solving the mystery where he came from, where she came from, and a bunch of other kids that also went missing. I think I heard the synopsis like once, but it sounds very interesting. Like I said, really only got it for the rescue dogs because I love dogs. The next mystery thriller that I got was The 7.5 Live Deaths. Yikes. The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. This came out a while ago, but it sounds so freaking interesting. It's about this guy who has to solve the murder mystery of Evelyn Hardcastle, and he has 8 days to do it, and with every new day, he takes on the body of a different witness, and some of them are not as helpful as others, but he has 8 days to solve it. Otherwise, I don't really know what happens. But it sounds really interesting. Apparently, I'm just in the mood for thrillers. I guess summer's a good time for that. I don't really like reading them during Halloween. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't really like Halloween, but this sounds very interesting, and I'm very excited to hopefully read it this summer. Next, I got another like Mulan-ish retelling, and that was Crown of Feathers by Nikki Palpretto. I've been wanting to get this since it came out, but I saw it on the like 20% off table at Barnes & Noble, and I was like, this is a good time to get it. Why not? This is about a girl who wants to be a phoenix rider. And then her sister comes, but she is disguising herself as a boy. And then I don't really know. There's a lot happening. I'm not really sure what it is. I haven't read this, but I just kind of got a loose retelling of Mulan, and apparently I'm really into those since I've hauled 2 of them. It's fine. Yeah, I've wanted that one since it came out and I finally bought it. Next, before my trip, first of all, thank you all so much for wishing me like a safe trip. That was so kind. I was not expecting that. Thank you. It meant a lot to me. It was very, very sweet. But because of that trip, I picked up The Chaos of Standing Still by Jessica Brody because this takes place in the Denver airport and I had a layover in Denver. I didn't read it. But I have it and it still sounds really interesting. It is about loss and grief and love, and it just sounds really cute. It's about this girl who gets stuck on New Year's Eve, I think, in the Denver airport because of a snowstorm, and she meets a boy. They fall in love, of course, and it sounds really cute, but I haven't read it yet. It's also a rather large contemporary. As you can tell, I'm kind of in a contemporary mood. I've hauled like 3 of them. I love that is me being in a contemporary mood. Hauls 6 fantasies, 3 contemporaries. I'm in a contemporary mood. Then, while I was visiting family, we went to Portland, where my heart resides. I love Portland. And we went to Powell's. Can you tell how much I love Portland? I haven't smiled this much in a minute. We went to Powell's City of Books, which is the largest independent bookstore in America, and it's beautiful. I love Powell's. It's also right across the street from the Doc Martens store, which I love Doc's. I swear my bank account is gonna cry when I order some new pairs. Anyway, that's not what this is about. I picked up a whole series. I don't know why I did that. I was a little stupid, but I did it anyway. It is the Wayward Children series. So Every Heart a Doorway, Down Among the Sticks and Bones, Beneath the Sugar Sky, and In an Absent Dream, all by Shauna McGuire. I have already read these. This series is about these kids who find random doorways that lead them to worlds that they are more suited for and make more sense to their head. Makes more sense to them in their head, whatever. I can't talk, it's fine. But one way or another, they have left that world and they're kind of grieving a place that was so perfectly fit for them, even if it's not the happiest place ever. And so they go to this home for wayward children, Eleanor West's Home for Wayward Children, I think is what it's called. And the first book is like a mystery book, and then these are all companion novels, and they're so cool. If the mystery thing doesn't really sell you, it's like I told my sister-in-law, the rest of the books you get to see a little bit of the world that each of the kids came from. So don't be put off by this one being a mystery. If you don't love this one, you might actually really enjoy these other ones, but I do recommend reading this one. I love all of them. But that's not what this is about. This is not my wrap up. Okay, where to put these? I've taken up this whole shelf. Sure. Then I have 2 more books in this entire haul. We're done. You've made it to the end. Congratulations. I don't have a medal for you, but you have earned it. So go buy yourself something nice. I don't know. But I bought these yesterday. So the first one is another Christina Lauren. This is Love in Other Words. This one sounds like a really sad contemporary, which I feel like I just need a good cry. So this one is about this girl who is a medical resident now, and she's trying to just continue on with her life. She is engaged, I think, to some rich man, but I don't think she really loves him, and then she has a reunion with her oldest friend who was her best friend growing up, and it's a then and now timeline, so you get to see them as they're growing up and being best friends, and then now after something horrible has happened and separated them, and they're like trying to rekindle what once was. It sounds really cute, and like I'm gonna cry. I cried reading the summary, so like I'll probably cry. It just sounds really cute. Then the other one is like a complete opposite, and that is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. McQuiston. Okay. I've been thinking her name is not her name all this time. This is a hate to lovers trope about a prince and the president's son, and it sounds really freaking cute. I don't really feel like explaining the rest of it. Plus, I don't really know it that well, so that's all you're gonna get from me. Now I have to pick all of these up and show them to you again. These are almost, there you go, all of the books that I bought this month. This is embarrassing. I have set a limit for myself. I'm only allowed to buy 6 books a month now, which is still a lot, but not nearly as bad as this. So hopefully the bi-monthly book hauls will be coming back, because this is really getting out of hand. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know I have a problem. Like I said, I was really sad this month. I'm gonna work on it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!